Oh my gosh.
I just want to play.
I know. Well, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, and let's face it, we're all weighed down by stress at this point, right?
It happens. That's what happens at work. So cue the puppies. They make everything better. And we are joined now by Sara Dempsey with Little Victories and with the most adorable trio of pups that we've ever seen. Of course, we say that every single time you bring dogs on the show, young or old. So I think we have to point out these dogs' names. I gave it away during the break. We have Stephanie, DJ, and this is Michelle right here.
Oh.
Yes, full house,
right?
Yeah. The full house puppies.
We have a lot of fun naming the puppies when they come in the different litters.
Look how cute. Okay, so obviously we have puppies in, but this is all for, you know, a cause, right? This is a big fundraiser you guys are doing, not just for puppies, but for the senior dogs there too.
Right. And one thing to note is when you go to adopt a puppy, it's a lifelong commitment. And you got to think that, you know, this puppy is so super cute right now, and
everybody falls for it.
And they're adorable, but they do grow up, and it's a lifelong commitment. So one thing a lot of people don't realize about Little Victories is that we provide a sanctuary, lifelong shelter, home at Little Victories for animals that are seniors that are less likely to be adopted due to certain issues. Some have been abused, and so they might be more aggressive, temperamental. Some require special medication needs. So the ones that are less likely adoptable or would be adoptable into a special home have a home with us as long as it takes. And so we have individual cottages for them at the farm. They're adorable. They look like little barns, and they have a fenced-in area, and we walk them every day, you know, at least 5 times a day.
Senior housing, you call it.
Basically, well, they're our sanctuary sweethearts for our gray muzzles.
Sanctuary sweethearts.
And so for these sweethearts, we need to be able to save more and provide them a good life and try to get them into a special home, but keep them happy and healthy at Little Victories. So we're trying to raise money for more cottages, and each cottage is about $1,500, and we're raising money for that currently because winter is right around the corner, and we want to make sure that we can keep the animals warm. I know that it's super hot, and I know we've had some nice days this last couple of days, but before you know it, it's going to be fall, and then we're going to be straight into winter, and so we want to make sure that we can keep them out of the elements.
And now, how long do they, just I guess on average, because I know it depends on the dog, but how long on average would you say that they are staying in these cabins?
Oh, well, some have been there their entire life.
So they become Little Victories dogs.
Right. We've had,
but they're still available for adoption.
Yes, they are. And some, they just get overlooked for one reason or another. A lot of times people aren't interested in adopting a senior dog.
Everybody goes for the puppy, but there are people who are specifically looking.
Absolutely, and we have some wonderful people and supporters that want only senior dogs. And one thing to think about is senior dogs are great. They're laid back. We do senior to senior adoptions for older people because they want to be relaxed. They're housebroken. They don't require a lot of exercise.
They're not going to be chewing the chairs and everything like that.
And so that makes a wonderful companion as well for someone that isn't as active as others.
Right. Yeah, and the thing about it is that, and you brought it up, it is a lifelong commitment, but when you have a dog, a senior dog, that's already broken in,
it's so nice.
And it's ready to go, I mean, it's basically, it's so much, it's a companion that's so much easier to care for. And a lot of people would be, but they might not consider that because you can't, you walk in and you can't resist these faces, because everybody loves a cute puppy. But these puppies are
a lot of work.
They're going to be, and here's the thing, if you've never had a puppy before and you're thinking about it, there are going to be some rough days where you come in and there's stuff on the floor.
They're like little toddlers.
They're mini children. You know, they are a real challenge, and it's just, you know, it's not the first year either. Speaking from experience as somebody who's had dogs his whole life, first 2, sometimes 3 years, it can be, that's puppydom. And
they'll relapse into their puppy.
Oh, it sure does. So if you get a senior dog, a dog who has that experience and is going to be trained already, you might not have those things to worry about. So that's something to think about in adopting.
Absolutely.
So someone that wanted to go and adopt a dog, how would they go about doing that at Little Victories?
We would request that they go to our website. There's a couple different ways. You can go and fill out an application on our website at littlevictories.org and put in the application, and we'll contact you. We can make an appointment. We like to play matchmaker because we don't want to have the situation where they might be returned.
Right.
So we want to make sure that if there's cats in the house or other dogs in the house, that it's an animal that gets along with those dogs and set up to where they can come out to the farm. We have a big play field. We could see if their pet is compatible and they play and can get along like future brother or sister. So you could do that, and we'll contact you. You could also call the farm, or you could email at info@littlevictories.org.
Fantastic. And how many dogs roughly do you have that are looking for a home?
65 dogs.
Wow, so you're at 65.
And we have 40 cats.
I guess you've had more than that at different times, so 65 is probably an average number, maybe?
It is, and that makes it possible for us to give each and every animal at Little Victories the time and attention that it needs. Also, to be able to afford to care for these animals is a constant fundraising effort. We're nonprofit, cost over $1,000 a day to be able to keep the lights on and be able to take them to the vet. Sometimes our veterinary bills are up to $8,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on the emergency rescues that we have.
Right.
We provide all the veterinary, all the vaccinations, and spay and neuter, so that's quite costly, as you can imagine.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and joining us, Sarah, as always.
And thank you for the puppies.
Yep. Thank you for having us.
I might leave with this one.
It's hard to say no.